Let me tell you about two guys I know. Same city, same paycheck, completely different financial realities. One of them looks like he's crushing it. The other one actually is. I'm Zen, and this is Zen Invest, where I break down the money moves that actually build wealth versus the ones that just look like it. So, here's the story. I want you to picture two guys, both 32, both pulling in $85,000 a year. Let's call them Jake and Daniel. Jake drives a brand new $54,000 truck off the lot. Full package, chrome trim, leather everything. His coworkers see it in the parking lot every morning. His Instagram shows Cancun last March, a ski trip in February, a birthday dinner at one of those restaurants where the waiter describes every dish like it's a poem. People look at Jake and think, man, that guy has it together. His bank account has $400 in it. He's got $8,700 sitting on a credit card at 21% interest. Every Thursday night, he's lying in bed running mental math, trying to figure out if his insurance payment is going to clear before his direct deposit hits Friday morning. Now Daniel, same salary, same city. He drives a 2019 Toyota Camry with 70,000 miles on it. He rents a decent apartment in a normal neighborhood. His wardrobe is nothing special. He skipped Cancun. Nobody finds him particularly impressive at a dinner party. Daniel has $187,000 in a Vanguard index fund and zero credit card debt. He went to sleep last night without thinking about money once. Jake looks wealthy. Daniel is building wealth. And the distance between those two things, between looking successful and actually becoming successful, is one of the most expensive mistakes I see people make. I used to almost fall into it myself, and I want to break down exactly what's happening here. Here's what I figured out after spending years studying this stuff. There's a specific category of spending that has nothing to do with enjoying your life. It's about what your spending says about you to people who, statistically, are barely paying attention. A $2,500 designer bag carries your stuff the same way a $40 canvas tote does. A $55,000 truck gets you to work just as reliably as a $14,000 used sedan. A trendy restaurant gets chosen not because the food is 10 times better, but because of how it sounds when someone asks where you went. Researchers call it conspicuous consumption. But you don't need the academic term. You've felt the pull. That instinct to choose the thing that signals something rather than the thing that just works. And here's what I want you to understand. That pull is not a character flaw. It's wired into us. Studies show about 1 in 10 of your daily thoughts involves comparing yourself to someone else. When you feel behind, your brain's instinct is to spend your way into looking like you belong. You're basically running ancient social survival programming inside a modern economy that figured out exactly how to profit from it. Let me show you the real math on Jake's situation, because this is where it gets uncomfortable. He brings home about $5,200 per month after taxes. His truck payment alone is $867. Insurance on that truck, another $230. Gas. Because a full-size truck gets around 17 miles per gallon and Jake commutes, that's $280. He's already at $1,377 and hasn't paid for a single necessity yet. Rent in the neighborhood he likes to mention, $1,450. Utilities and phone, $320. Groceries, $420. Restaurants and going out, being generous here, $750. Subscriptions he's accumulated over the years, $190. Student loans, $380. Health insurance premium, $180. That totals $5,067. Jake takes home $5,200. He has $133 left for everything else: clothing, car repairs, medical stuff, Amazon. And that's before the $175 monthly minimum payment on his credit card, which at 21% interest barely touches the principal. One unexpected expense and Jake is in trouble. The AC unit goes out. A car repair comes up. His dog needs surgery. Suddenly he's financing emergencies at 21% interest. That's the reality underneath the Instagram posts. Now look at Daniel's month. Same. $5,200 take home. No car payment on the used Camry. Insurance, $110. Gas, because a Camry gets around 32 miles per gallon, $140. Rent in a solid but quieter neighborhood, $1,100. Utilities, $280. Groceries, $320. Dining out for actual enjoyment, not for appearances, $300. Student loans, $380. Health insurance, $180. Daniel's total monthly spending is $2,810. He has $2,390 left every single month going straight into investments. Same salary. Same city. $2,390 difference every month. Now, let me show you where that $2,390 actually goes over time. At the stock market's historical average return of around 10% annually, after 10 years, that's roughly $486,000. After 20 years, about $1.8 million. After 30 years, somewhere around $5.4 million, from the difference between a truck and a Camry. And here's the piece that really hit me when I first did this math. Daniel's lifestyle costs him about $33,700 per year. Under the standard financial independence formula, you need 25 times your annual expenses saved to stop working if you choose to. Daniel's number is around $843,000. He crosses that somewhere around age 44. He could retire at 44 if he wants to, not because he got lucky or made extraordinary moves, just because he stopped performing. Jake's annual expenses are over $60,000. His target is $1.5 million. And since he's saving almost nothing because every dollar goes to servicing the lifestyle, he's not moving toward that number. He's just maintaining. Thomas Stanley spent decades researching actual American millionaires, people with verified seven-figure net worths. You know what he found? The most common car brand among millionaires was Toyota, followed by Honda. The average millionaire drives a car that's about 4 years old. Nearly 40% regularly buy $10 wine. The person statistically most likely to be a millionaire in your neighborhood is the one you'd never guess at dinner. He's ordering the house wine and asking if anyone wants to split an appetizer. He has more money than everyone at the table combined. Here's the psychology part that I think is the most important thing I can share with you. When someone like Jake thinks about downgrading the truck, he doesn't immediately run the numbers. He thinks about what his coworkers will say in the parking lot. He thinks about what a first date might think. He thinks about what it means about him. That feeling is real. Psychologists have documented that we fold our possessions into our identity. The truck isn't just transportation. It's a character in the story Jake tells about himself. But here's what the research also shows. The same brain adaptation that makes the truck feel normal after a few weeks of excitement makes the used Camry feel normal after a few weeks of adjustment. And almost everyone who makes that kind of shift says the same thing afterward. The low-level financial stress they'd stopped noticing was costing them far more than they realized. And its absence feels better than any purchase ever did. There's also a study out of Cornell that found people dramatically overestimate how closely others are watching them. On average, we think about twice as many people notice us as actually do. Psychologists call it the spotlight effect. The audience for your financial performance is half the size you imagined, and most of them are too busy performing their own show to watch yours. The bottom line is this. Real wealth doesn't look exciting before it arrives. It looks like Daniel, a 5-year-old Camry, a normal apartment, a Vanguard account that nobody can see from the parking lot. It looks boring right up until the moment it becomes freedom. Tuesday morning, coffee at home, nowhere he has to be, not a vacation, just an ordinary Tuesday that belongs entirely to him. That's what $2,390 a month is actually purchasing. Not yet, but on its way, compounding quietly while he sleeps. If you're sitting with a truck payment and a credit card balance right now, I'm not here to make you feel bad. You're not bad with money. You've just been marketed to by an economy that makes money every single month you stay in the cycle. Recognizing the cycle is the first move. If this kind of breakdown helps you think differently about money, stick around on Zen Invest. This is exactly what we do here. And there's a lot more where that came from.